It's officially fall, and you know what that means. Homebody hobbies, warm tones, cozy productivity, admiring nature. But as much as I love autumn, I feel like this year especially, the season has been filled with a whole lot of buy this cool new fall decor thing, otherwise you're not cool. Or make this trendy pumpkin recipe, otherwise you're missing out. Or even fall, please. I've already moved on to prepping for the holiday season. There's so much pressure as consumers and small business owners to stay ahead of the curve, indulge in the hyper-consumerism that this time of year expects, and to just overall live unsustainably in all aspects of the word for the sake of a good Instagram pic. This year, I'm challenging myself to do none of the above and to just enjoy the freaking season. From only using old or thrifted home decor to creating my ideal fall products rather than consuming them, I'm taking a slower and more mindful approach to my favorite season of the year. And hopefully, this video provides you with all the realistic, cozy vibes that we all wish for in the fall time. Thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy. The first sip of pumpkin. I thrifted this mug for 25 cents and it comes with a little plate. I love the little design. It's giving like cozy vibes. And then inside I have my pumpkin spice tea bag. I got this last year and I never opened it. I'm upset that I didn't open it last year because it's incredible. This is a really popular brand. I got it at a local coffee shop. Oh, I don't even know where to begin. We're doing fall things. It is September 1st, 2025. I'm wearing a little orange number that I also thrifted. It is like a lightweight button down, and I am also wearing shorts because, believe it or not, it's actually still summer, even though we all collectively agree that September is officially the start of fall. This summer to fall transition is like my favorite sub-season though, because I love when you've had your fun in the summertime, you took your trips, you went to the beach, you hung out with your friends, you had a lot of chill time, and now you're like reset and you're ready to get back into cozy, slow productivity, warm, breezy, the orange, the browns, like all of that. You're ready to get into it. That's how I feel right now. But as you saw in the intro, I am not just any ordinary cozy girly. I also happen to run a business, and with that comes a lot of very advanced preparations for each season in order to not be late on trends, in order to be able to cater to customers who are preparing early for the seasons, and also to just not feel like you're rushing through the seasons. You're kind of moving your business along with the seasons. I have a fall collection launch planned that has some really exciting cozy products as part of it. And then also I want to prepare my home small business studio, my entire home for fall, putting up decorations, getting into the vibes, because I feel like that makes me a better business owner, makes me a better like person who is engulfed in the actual season when my surroundings are very fall. I'm also going to take this opportunity to deep clean and declutter like everything. Each season is like a new start in my head, so let's treat it like a big reset. First things first, pumpkin pancakes. Along with the fall vibes, I changed my iPhone case. It's now just brown case with polka dots. It's from Berga. I've been hearing a lot about them lately, but this is my fall girl outfit. I didn't have pumpkin pie spice, but that's okay. It's my first time using this brand from Whole Foods, and then I literally just eyeballed how much of the pumpkin puree to put in. I hope it's good. My tea is hitting so hard right now. Alright, since it's the morning time, the first area I want to tackle when it comes to fallifying, autumnifying the space is my matcha nook. I'm a matcha all year round girly. I know stereotypically it's a little bit more of a spring and summer drink, but you will catch me drinking matcha forever, every season. But that doesn't mean we can't add a little bit of pop of brown and orange and warm tones. Right now it's very much pink and green, pastels. It's very much giving spring vibes, which is very cute, but not what I need right now. I'm also low-key kind of debating adding a matcha nook to my basement in my small business studio, adding a little corner that's like cozy and has maybe a little bit of like a matcha situation going on, a mini fridge, who knows, we'll see. I'm so happy I have this from last year, as I mentioned, but let me find some more fall things. I keep a lot of it in that cabinet back there. These are actually the only two mugs I have that are fall related. This one's more Halloween because of the jack-o'-lantern vibes. This one's very much just regular fall. Because of that, I'm gonna keep a lot of my mugs in place because I don't want to just be able to use two. Let's be clear, mugs are not seasonal. You can use any cup at any point in time during the year. But I kind of like swapping out one or two and hiding a couple of them until it's that season again, and then being excited as if like I had gone and just bought a new cup, but really it's just I haven't seen it in a whole year. Little life hack so you don't overconsume, you just hide your stuff. And then a few months later, go and look for the stuff, you find it and you're like, oh, it's like I have a brand new thing. This is from Anthropologie. I definitely caved and bought two of these mugs actually. I have another one up there. I like to thrift everything, but these just like really got me. But this reminds me a lot of the springtime because I bought it in the springtime and the pastel-y vibes. So I'm gonna put this away and then replace it with this guy. That's cute. Also, I have this tumbler. It's a Monica's Collective original. You can go and buy it now. I think it might be sold out online right now, but I would love to finally put one of these up here because I've never had one of my own ceramics like up here. So maybe I'll do this. This is my favorite mug of all time. It's like my comfort mug. That's something about the handle. It's small enough for my hand, so I feel like it fits my body really well. So TBD on this one. I feel like this one has to go because it's actually, it was originally part of like the Anthropologie Easter collection. That's why it's giving off very neon, like bright blue. So this might have to be saved for the spring. I think what I might do to replace this springtime mug that's my favorite ever, I might replace it with this one that I'm using right now. I'm almost done with it, but I think that could be cute, like right there, you know? So I think this one is going to go in the spring collection too. I don't think I thrifted any mugs yet that are fall related. That's sad. Down at the bottom, I had this little duo. It's a teacup. It's giving very much like floral spring vibes. It's beautiful and I've used it a few times this season, but we'll save it for the spring. Summer, I kind of organize my life into fall, winter, spring, summer, like two different categories. Obviously Christmas is its own thing. Like I'm gonna put up some Christmas mugs here once we roll into like the November timeframe. This yellow might be pastel-y. I'm trying to think of what each individual product like exudes for me. Like does it give me warm, cozy fall vibes or not? Like I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Well, maybe I'll do this. Yeah. Be thrift haul number one of this video. I got this little guy with the roaster. I need to wash all of these still, but I just want to show you. This will probably hold some of my teas, potentially even hold all my straws. I don't know. I like how it looks by itself, but I kind of like the way it looks better with the lid on. I realized I did get one fall mug. It's a nice maroon. I loved maroon when I was younger, and then I went through a phase where I was like, no maroon. This was made in the US, which is crazy. It was $3. Very cute. Imagine a matcha in here. I also have this, which you're definitely supposed to bake with, but I'll probably just use it for storage. Maybe I'll put my straws in here. I'm not sure. Maybe it'll just be decor, like a nice little thing right there. I might bake with it, I don't know. This one is so freaking cute. Let me cut this open. Look at this. Look at this right now. That's so cute. And then on the other side, the lid is like a little pie top. This is so pretty. It says the dairy shop. It's giving milkmaid vibes. Definitely just gonna use this as decor because this is a little older. It was made in England. I love thrifting so much. Oh my gosh, that looks so cute. Classic basket, I think down here. Yeah, that looks really cute right there. Just put like little knickknacks and stuff. And then I have this bowl that I don't know if it'll be used in my matcha nook. I really like the look of it. I like that it's vintagey. I don't know if this brand is like really expensive, really not expensive, I don't really know or care because it's cute. So I'm gonna use it no matter what. It's like a mini pan, but I think it's just like a, maybe you like bake a creme brulee or like a French onion soup or something in this, but we'll use it for whatever I see fit. Okay, I think this is what I settled on for right now. Up here, I have all of my fall mugs and matcha bowls and other accessories. This is the new edition as well as this one. This one I've had for a year or two now. These are my two Monica's Collective ones. This one stayed from the springtime. I still actually haven't used this, so we'll see if I use it this fall winter season, and if not, I might need to redonate it. It's originally from the thrift store. Mudwitch matcha bowl, my matcha bowl. This one is from, I don't recall actually, Printworks, I think. And then some other matcha accessories. This is the actual matcha I use. This is the hojija I use. I'm just reusing this container. I put a book here. This is messy because I think I'm gonna put all the straws in here potentially, or thrift another little container that can hold all my straws. Kind of put the matcha whisk out here to center it. I might want to get a couple more books to stack them and potentially bring this forward. I think I'm gonna keep this mug out because it does have like some fall vibes and it just makes me happy regardless of the vibes or not. Down here, I'm keeping some spare matcha bowls, as well as that container that I think is from Home Goods. My little thrifted The Dairy Shop container. This is so cute. I need to figure out what to put in here. Probably some tea. Gonna have pumpkin spice front and center because I plan to have that a lot. And then down here is just some spare stuff. I put my little watering pot here because it was kind of just in the corner here, but now I have space. This is the matcha book, which is actually storage. I keep some things in there. It used to be up there, but brought it down here for change of scenery. And then the little basket filled with some spare stuff. Obviously need to clean it up a little bit, but I think it's definitely giving more fall vibes now. Let's unbox some fall fragrances. Now that I've gotten into the whole fall vibe, I can now productively actually make my fall collection now. It's so interesting that in order to be a business selling seasonal products, you have to prepare for the season, usually like 1 to 2 seasons before that season actually happens. So I bet these big brands are planning out Christmas 2025 back in like March 2025, you know? I don't have the capacity to do that as a single person like planning out this business, but I am able to think maybe like 1 month ahead of the actual season. It is already September, so some may say I'm a little bit late, but you know what? Better late than never. I have a bunch of testers here from Midwest Fragrance. I do already have my fall fragrances set, but these are samples for potentially some like special edition things that I'm doing. This is called Blazing Bonfire. Wow, that smells like an anthropology candle. This one's called Smoke Cedar and Oud. This one's filled to the brim. Okay, yeah, that one's like a man, like a rich man at a rich hotel doing rich things in the fall time. This one's called Cracklin' Birch. Oh, that's more my speed. It's like a similar vibe to the Smoked Oud, where it's a little bit more masculine, but it has some sort of like sweetness to it. Maybe some like berries. It's like walking out into like a fresh forest where it just snowed. This one's called Cinnamon Buns. Actually, I've already tried this one, and low-key, this might be one of the notes in one of my upcoming candles. Yeah, every time. This one's called Fireside Ember. I've already tried this one as well, but I wanted a little sample of it. Yeah, that one is another one that's almost like a little spicy. Oh, one last one. Chestnut and Birch. I don't remember what the note difference is between this and the other birch one. Oh, this one's a little bit more nutty because the chestnut. That makes sense. Yum. Okay, good options. Another tough thing about planning for the holidays is that everything takes time. I can't just smell those scents and immediately be like, yes, this is the one. I'm gonna make this. I need to like sit on it for a little bit and make optimal choices. And so that makes the process of creating a collection even longer. Obviously, at big companies, they have entire teams that work on this, and maybe they have a little bit more insight into, you know, what would work. It's less about personal preference at big companies and more about like what's gonna sell. Whereas here at small businesses, or my small business in particular, I like to think obviously about the customer and what they would want, but I also really consider where things are sourced from, how the new product ties into the current brand, and if it aligns with the current brand, how this product will help me sustainably grow and get to the next step in my business. So there's really a lot to consider at all times, along with the fact that I'm low-key just like making it up as I go along and experimenting 24/7. All right, I got this strawberries and cream because this is one of the notes that I add to one of my matcha candles. It's delicious. Oh, these are from Candle Science, by the way. Another smaller one. I got the salted honey butter because I use this in my other matcha candle, and those need to be made this week. Oh, that one's so good. This one you can use and mix it with like anything and it'll smell good. And then I got a big boy of the peppermint mocha because it's discontinued, but like this is my favorite like base foundational note for my peppermint mocha candle. It should be okay once they discontinue it. They might bring a new one in to replace this one, and then I can use that. Because I mix a bunch of things into my candles and I usually don't just use like one scent, like one fragrance per candle, I'm able to get away with like a manufacturer discontinuing one of the notes, because then I can replace that. And because the other 2, 3, 4, 5 notes that I add into the candle are still exactly the same, I can get the candle to smell very, very, very similar to when I was using a discontinued version of the foundational fragrance. If I hope that makes sense. So that's prepped for Christmas. And then the last thing in here is, oh, a dragon's blood free sample, which I've already tried before. So I'm gonna put that with my samples. It's time to work on my office and the kitchen and potentially the rest of the house. I don't have nearly as much decor as space in this home because I came from a 1,000 square foot apartment and now I have so many more rooms, which is so exciting that I get to thrift more stuff. But I'm gonna work with what I have already first, along with things that I've thrifted throughout the past few months. Oh, this looks so beautiful. I need to take a picture. Also, yes, I am being fueled by Hojija right now. Please. It's so cute. First up is this book that I thrifted. Oh, it's Christmas, but I'm honestly gonna keep it out because it kind of gives me fall vibes too. Christmas crafts and food. It's just so vintage looking, and I love how it's like OG maximalist, kind of like 90s vibes. Is this 90s or 80s? 1980. It's 80s vibes. Let me take off the thrift store sticker. Guys, the thrift store, literally, I'm the biggest advocate. Obviously for budget purposes, but even if you're not on a budget and you're willing to splurge, you can get so much stuff at the thrift store that's so unique, and your space will look so much more like you rather than conforming to what all the major brands like say fall is supposed to look like this year. You can make it very much like your own version by getting one-of-a-kind pieces at the thrift store. And that is my spiel on thrifting. On top of it being eco-friendly, it's win-win-win. All right, I'm gonna have to wipe down the little sticky parts, but this can go on there probably. Garlands. I don't remember where this one went. Definitely went somewhere. I think I'm gonna put this over there at the top, you know? Oh, I'm gonna have this one too. I think this one's from Michael's or something. This is really cute. Just like a vertical piece. Maybe I could put it in that corner. Well, I can also kind of drape it. There's so many options. I also have the rest of the house to think about. Okay, we'll think about that. Oh, there's this pumpkin patch light up thing. It's so cute. I got it at Michael's and I never painted it, but it's such a fun little craft. I feel like this is what I'm going for when I think of fall 2025. This is exactly what I want. I want a nice little craft to be able to do by myself. More garlands. These ones are cute. I might put by the TV. Another craft I did not do, but this one's really cute. Also lights up purple. Can't really tell. Oh, I have this. I don't know if this is my aesthetic nowadays. I think this was also Michael's. This could be good to hold my straws though. Like that original issue I was having. Yeah, that'll be good. Miscellaneous pumpkins. This one's really cute. I love a good pop of pink amongst all the orange and brown. Some ribbon. Oh, this is cute. This is not very fall, but I think you put the wax here, like the wax melts here, and then a little, probably a taller candle to melt the wax. I think that's what you're supposed to do. This is really cute. I have these, which I don't even know if these are also fall vibes or just, I don't know. They could be cute trinkets just around. I have this penny, which I think is so funny. I don't know if this is my vibe anymore, but it's really cool. Like I like a big random penny. I don't know. Oh, just random like crafting paper. It's fall coated. Nice. This is more Halloween. It's a little trinket thing. Last year I just bought so many like crafts. Oh, I think it's dead. That's sad. but I never did the crafts. Or I did some of them. I didn't do most. Well, more for me this year. Oh, this is so random. This is the party favor that I gave out at my wedding. It smells good. And then we got actual plastic bins. So I'm actually gonna throw this box out now because I don't need to use it to store all of my summer things that I'm gonna pack away, because now we have plastic bins that I can use, which is awesome.
Opening, closing, all in one day. Blue sky, then violent rain. Feeling the dirt shifts.
All right, I think we're getting somewhere with that. I remembered that I have a whole bag filled with thrifted things. This one thrift store that I went to recently was so good when it came to all of their fall stuff being out. I went probably second week of August. Everyone was like running for it, so I decided to get a few things before I missed out. I've never had these cornucopias before, like ever. This one's such a beautiful, like rich brown. It looks like it's never been used. These don't get really dirty, I guess, because you usually put fake flowers in here, but I got two, one for potentially our table outside and one for in here. I found this. Oh, this is actually for Christmas, but look, I don't even know what this is. I can make a garland out of it though. They're just little like thingies. It's so cute. Okay, yeah, I'm saving this for Christmas. Also found this, which I thought could be cute for my crafting room downstairs actually, because I like to hold a lot of things in like little bins, and I thought this would be a cute like November, October themed one. I also found a bunch of garlands and a bunch of fake flowers. So these are some fake flowers that I found. I wanted like the really warm, rich brown and then pair it with like a pink vase or something. Another one. Guys, the amount of things you could find at the thrift store, it's crazy. This is one garland. It's not in the best shape, but it's something. I think this was like a quarter or something. Oh, I forgot I got this too. Oh, I got hit by the cornucopia. It's a filled cornucopia, so I didn't have to get like my own fake flowers or anything. It's already set up. So I think I'm gonna put this somewhere outside maybe. This is so cute.
The dog has been shaken outside of a grave. Opening, closing, statements to phrase, radio channels, curses or praise, news and instruction on it's for the pain, bad conditions breaking everything. In this strange weather, a time to be alive, capital letters, but no end in sight, close together just feels right. In this strange weather, strange weather. Opening, closing, both of these eyes. There's always a prophet, always a lie, a faraway poem, a fragment of light, catching a ribbon, lost in the wind of my mind.
Now for the kitchen, I don't want it to be too cluttered, but we do always change out the towels. Oh, these are actually bath towels, so that'll go in the bathroom. This one is one of the ones that we use for the kitchen. So green is like our non-seasonal towels. So these are dirty now, so I'll wash them. Now we have our pumpkin rags. So cute. I think this one we also use for the kitchen, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful. Then I also put this little pumpkin in this little nook. We don't go into that corner too often except for getting knives, so I thought it'd be nice to put this here. This is from Home Goods. I got it the other day. I had a gift card, so that felt good to use. I'm thinking about putting something here too. It's a little bit bland here, maybe something in the back. And then here, I need to move all these vases and put them where they're supposed to be, but then there's a little space there to put something. I also want a new tall plant right here. I don't know, maybe I can get a vase that's somewhat fall coated. And then in this room, I added the cornucopia right here, and I think it's so cute, just a little centerpiece type of thing. I want to put some books under there, and then also books under here, like coffee table books, and maybe a little knickknack. Maybe I'll put some of those miscellaneous pumpkins right there. Over here, I put this pumpkin pillow. It's so cute, and it's green, so it'll match the plants. It's not too like bright. It still matches the vibe, but I do feel like this corner needs like a hint of brown or something. We do need to get a lamp, so see about that. And then also like a side table right there. It's crazy what a fresh blowout can do for your confidence. Today is a PJs all day kind of day. I did change into a little bit of a t-shirt so that it's a little bit more of an outfit. But thank goodness this is a cozy productivity type of video because I'm not feeling it today. But alas, work still needs to get done. The to-do list never ends, but we can do it in a cozy way. Don't think I plan on leaving the house today, but I always put on sunscreen just in case. This is my current sunscreen of choice. It's the Kosas Dream Beam Sunlit Comfy Smooth Sunscreen. They even have the word comfy in there. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've had kind of dark spots under my eyes. I've had them like kind of my whole life, due from just like being tired and life and all those things. They kind of like go down this way, and then I have like a little bit of like the edge, classic dark circles over here, but like especially down here where I'm like, I wish I didn't have that. But every time I go to put concealer on, it would like crease and look cakey, and so I just gave up. I'm not like a makeup skincare girly who like knows every single trick in the book, so I just usually stick to mascara and eyebrows. But recently I have been trying these Kosas products that have really helped my under eye dark circles. This is the Revealer Extra Bright, and this is the Revealer Concealer, and together these have actually made my dark circles like go away and actually make me feel more confident throughout the day. And Kosas is actually sponsoring this portion of the video, so thank you to Kosas. These are not like high coverage concealers, so they won't cake up or like add those creases. They use color theory to actually like neutralize the dark circles, which makes so much sense. Starting with the Revealer Extra Bright in the shade Fantasy. I'll do it on this side first so you guys can see a before and after. And don't judge me, I do use my fingers. But you could use a brush, but I just like to dab them on my fingers. The great part about this formula is that there is an active level of caffeine, hyaluronic acid, and peptides that address discoloration, puffiness, all those under eye issues that we deal with. Like the fact that it's just like straight up neutralizing the color. Like where did that dark line go, you know? I mean, that literally works all on its own. But my favorite part about the Revealer Extra Bright, other than the fact that it does its job, is that it pairs really well with the Revealer Concealer. You can just like put it right on top, and it gives it that creamy finish and gives you that all day like concealed look. And I dab that in right on top. Hello? What? Like I look like I'm glowing on this side. I'm also gonna add the concealer to a few of the dark spots I have on this side of my face, so I have like a couple things there. I look like a brand new person on this half of my face. And then because I put a little bit of effort into my makeup and it was so effective, I now feel like so much more confident and ready to get into the day. And it's just like a cozy little thing you can do by yourself while you're getting ready to just set yourself up for a slightly better day. Okay, let's do the other side to match. Yeah, I look awake, which is always the goal, I guess. This is the after. I think it looks so cute. She looks well rested, well taken care of, cozy. So if you would also like to say goodbye to dark circles, you can try the Revealer Extra Bright and the Revealer Concealer, and you can get 15% off by using the link in the description. Or you can scan the QR code that is on the screen and also get a percentage off by using my code. Guys, you know, I almost never talk about makeup on here or skincare products, but when I find something that I think is so worth it and will actually make it into my daily little makeup routine that I have, then you know I have to tell you about it. So these two things, lifesavers. And also, such a side note, I really like their sunscreen and the packaging. So cute.
Shipwreck.
The fall vibes are so there right now. We are now in the second week of September, so I've kind of used the first week to kind of just get myself into the fall mood, even though personally I was still very much in the summer mood. But as a business owner, you gotta kind of think ahead. And so many content creators, so many YouTubers I watch, so many businesses are so far ahead. Big brands were dropping their Halloween stuff literally back in July. After 4th of July, I feel like everyone just collectively said, yeah, we've already been prepping for fall and Halloween, let's just drop it in July. And I'm like, that's kind of the reality of the business right now. But I did start cutting out fabric for a sample book sleeve that is giving fall vibes, but definitely still a little bit of summer vibes because of the brightness of it, the hot pink. But obviously we got that little bit of mustard, the little bit of brown, yellow, orange, and that's bringing me into fall. I also hung up some pumpkins. I did a few little things around the space in order to make it more fall-esque. The rest of my house feels so cozy now, and I'm really glad I started with getting myself like personally into the fall mood before moving on to my business, because my head would not have been in the game if I didn't embrace the fall vibes as an individual. I'm loving the way this book sleeve is turning out so far, she said, even though all she did was cut out the fabric. I'm gonna quilt these right now. I'm debating also if I want to put my Monica's Collective tag on the front of it or on the inside in the lining to hide it. So a few design choices are being made right now while I start with this fall collection. It's so funny because this wall, there's absolutely nothing on it, so it looks very bare. And then that wall, everything is on it. I'm still kind of deciding what I want to do on that wall. I did kind of decorate my mannequin with a little bit of fallness. Alright, I'm cutting out the lining right now. I love that I have this whole big table just to do anything I want.
Shipwreck in the dark, far from the harbor.
That's gonna look so good together.
Far from the start, in a storm, I lost my sails, I lost all direction, got caught in the veil. I didn't know love till you found me. I didn't know love, lost in the sea. I didn't know love till you found me. I didn't know love till you set me free. Didn't know.
Everything's quilted, and I think I decided to add the old little Monica's tag on the pocket part of the book sleeve. I just think it looks so cute. And then don't worry, all of these are going to be repurposed. This is just like excess batting. I always, when I'm making samples, cut out the sample a little bit bigger than I expect the dimensions are going to be, especially for batting. Like I use a bigger zipper than needed. I add like even more seam allowance sometimes just to give myself room for error. So I end up with a lot of scraps. When it comes to the fall collection, I like to think of really unique ways to repurpose things and to be sustainable, because this is the most like quote unquote wasteful time of the year. And I don't want to contribute to that if I can help it. So I'm going to save all of this. I need to find like a bin, like a cute bin or like trash bin or something to keep all of this in for when I have time to go and repurpose the scraps. Here's the first ever sample of my very first book sleeve for my small business. Oh, it's so cute. All right. A number of adjustments that need to be made. First of all, I'm considering bringing the pocket up more so that it covers the entire Kindle. My Kindle's like in the pocket. I do have the lining as a different fabric, which I love. I also use a new zipper. Lining looks good. Book fits in here, but I thought this would be big enough to fit like a hardcover book, but it only fits my paperback. See, that's why I try to make everything a little bit bigger than I think it should be. And turns out I need to go even bigger. So I think for the dimensions, I'm going to widen it a little bit by probably 2 full inches. I'm going to bring this up maybe 1 inch. So then I'll probably need to pull the tag up 1 inch. I like the zipper. I think it looks very elevated, but it's not as smooth as a plastic zipper. I mean, it's like pretty smooth. Other than that, I love the quilting. I love the fabric. I love that the lining is like a good different pop of color, and I love the fall vibes. So I'm going to like add a couple inches this way. I love how poofy it is. It's so cute. What do we think? This fits my hardcover book, my paperback, my Kindle, and my iPad. Not all at the same time, although maybe. I didn't try that yet. But I think this is the perfect size. It's bigger. It's not just a Kindle sleeve. It can do a lot more than that. It's really puffy, Like there's a ton of batting in here, and at first I thought it looked weird without any quilting. So I experimented with some denim quilting. I was like, maybe I'm using brown thread here, but maybe if I try like a different color thread, I'll like it a little bit better. I don't know, I kind of like no quilting. What do we think? Should I have two different types, one with quilting, one without? I'm not sure what to do in this situation, but because this is really hefty, it's actually like a little bit heavier because of all the batting and the thick like jean material, and denim naturally is heavier, plus the heavier zipper, and it's just like a very quality product. I'm gonna have to price it a little bit higher. So I'm thinking of also making smaller, like straight up just Kindle sleeves, like it only fits your Kindle. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. I kind of want to just focus on one product at a time, but I think these dimensions are really good. I'm very happy with it. I like the corners. I like the rectangle nature of it. I love the pocket. I raised the pocket so that it covers the entire Kindle, and now I think it's perfect. And I was saying that the zipper was hard to pull, but I think that was just like the one zipper I was using. This one is really nice. It's like very smooth and luxurious. So this is the difference between the first try and the second try. This is still very usable and very cute, but obviously I wanted to make some adjustments for the product to do exactly what I wanted it to do. So we ended up with this guy. I'm gonna make this one in the same like fabric as this one, but I wanted to like try another sample in this fabric because I was excited to use it, and I wanted to see what it would look like without quilting and what those dimensions would be. I don't know, should I quilt this? I don't know. Let me try some other thread, like other colored thread on my sample piece. See what it looks like.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now, there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align.
It's the next day and we're making candles. Candles scream fall. The coziness, the little mini fireplace that you have in the form of a candle, the cozy fragrances, just the vibes are very much fall. I can't believe I didn't start with this. But I was perfecting my fall scents. I wanted to go with 6 perfect scents for fall, and I think I finally figured out what I want to go with. I ordered the fragrances. I actually have majority of them in right now, but I ordered them in bulk to get bigger jugs of them. Those are on the way, but I have like smaller amounts of the fragrances right now that I'm going to start with just to start stocking up the supply in order to have backstock inventory for when I launch the products. These scents might be my most favorite that I've ever put out. I'm getting better every single day as a candle maker, and you are now experiencing 6 years worth of experience when it comes to me making candles, and so I feel like these are going to be the best yet. Oh, I can't wait. I'm prepping the candles right now. I'm gonna put the wicks in the wick clips and then the wicks into the candle vessels. This is one of my favorite therapeutic parts of candle making. It's just me on my lonesome. I'll probably put some Gilmore Girls on, and I'm just doing this very like monotonous task that's like so fun. There are plenty of small business monotonous tasks that are not fun at all. This is one of the fun ones. As you know, I get all of my vessels from Makesy, and I've seen so many of you guys using Makesy vessels as of lately, and I'm so happy that I influence you to use these. When you invest in aesthetic, it'll pay off in the long run. Like this is a beautiful, just like regular black vessel, but the curve, it makes it sexy, you know? And I don't know, just the mininess of it. The fact that it comes in a bunch of different colors, so you can choose whatever colors best go with your brand. And then they also have really great wick sizing, so they'll tell you exactly which one of their wicks, based on, you know, what your candle preferences are, to buy. And it'll be like the perfect size for the candle vessel. But I do encourage you to test a bunch of different sizes and types of wicks. Mine are the booster crackling wicks. I don't remember the size. I'll put it in the description. I always link all of the materials that I use. I am also simultaneously making candles for stocking my shelves. I did receive a bunch of orders, and majority of those like products that go in those shipments are already made, and I just have to pack those up a little later. But just because I'm prepping for the fall doesn't mean that I can like stop considering the other parts of my business that are not super fall related. So I just had my matcha launch. A lot of my matcha related stock is now not stocked. So I'm going to be making like a bunch of matcha candles as well, just to restock the shelves. Listen to me talk right now. Restock the shelves? Who is she? Like a freaking retail manager? It's also funny because I used to work at Hollister when I was like 17, and I loved it and hated it at the same time. But one of the parts that I loved was that I was actually mainly placed in the back room, which the joke is the people who aren't pretty enough to be seen as Hollister employees or Abercrombie employees at the time, instead of having them be in the front, customer facing, they'd have them in the back, just sorting through inventory, tagging products, running all the products onto the floor and that kind of stuff. So that hurt my feelings as a little 17-year-old girl that apparently wasn't pretty enough to be in the front. Anyway, my favorite part about that experience was watching the shelves go from being super full to like a Black Friday sale, all the shelves being empty, and then I would need to quickly restock the shelves and have them all placed in their proper places and have it be really organized, tag everything, scan the SKUs. I love that stuff. So I feel like we are on our way to making that happen for my own business, and I can't wait. I want to get one of those devices that scans the QR code, not the QR code, the SKU code that's on products, and I want to SKU everything so that I could pretend I'm a real business owner. I also want to take this moment to talk a little bit about the sustainability aspects of the fall time, which, you know, there are very few. When it comes to fall shopping, I feel like we all become, no matter what kind of person we are, we all become really eager, willing participants of this like consumerist life, because it's a fresh start. You know, it's a time to redecorate your home. It's the time to do like a deep clean and declutter. If you have kids, like they're going back to school, it's a good time to like reset the home. And along with that comes with buying new things for the home and for yourself, like fall fashion. I love some good fall fashion. I run literally a business that pretty much exclusively does drops during the seasons. So I encourage you to shop during the different natural seasons of life. But the reason I don't push my products super hard and tell you that you can't live without this candle and you absolutely have to scrap everything you bought from me last year and buy these new things this year, like I try my best not to encourage that kind of narrative, because none of it's true. It's all just marketing. My purpose with my fall products, with my entire shop, is to provide you with an alternative if you as a person were looking for a little bit more of a sustainable and ethical alternative to what you're already buying. We all know and love candles. We all know and love pouches. We all know and love scrunchies. I hope to be the shop that you go to when you're thinking to yourself, I really need a new matcha bowl. But I hate that all the ones on the market are mass produced. The people who are making them probably aren't paid as well as I would want them to get paid. There was no love and soul put into the creation of the thing. When we talk about fabrics, like I hate that all the options around the world are just made from fabrics with synthetic fibers, made with toxic dyes, made by people who also are just not getting paid. I hope to be the shop you go to when you start caring about those problems and you hope to find a solution, so that when you purchase a candle or a pouch or whatever it is and you see it on your table, you feel proud that you supported a business and a person and a whole team and ethics that align with your values. So when it comes to this fall stuff, you can get a pumpkin chai candle anywhere, but you cannot get a pumpkin chai candle that was handmade in New Jersey with 100% organic natural soy wax with non-toxic fragrances, paraffin-free wax, by a team that celebrates transparency and authenticity. That's kind of, I think, what sets my shop apart from some of the other options out there. So if you're a small business owner and you're creating your next launch, whether it be fall, winter, whatever it is, I encourage you to think of those few things that help you stand out and then go full force with that, because everyone and their mother is trying to sell you fall stuff and fall content right now. Everyone's telling you to drop all your money. Everyone's telling you to buy this brand new thing that apparently didn't exist last year, but you don't have to buy into it if you don't want to. You can stick with all of your fall decor from last year. You do not have to buy any of my stuff. But if you did run out of your candle and you want to exude a few more fall vibes in an ethical and sustainable way, then I think I am making the thing for you.
Startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all.
Using my little rack was so helpful. If you're a candle maker and you make bulk amount of candles every single time you do any sort of production run, then I totally recommend investing in one of these once you're able to. It saves so much space and it just keeps everything tidy. Being able to stack the candles up like that is a game changer. Making candles during the busy season is going to be so nice. I made samples of every single one of my fall candles, and then I also made a few candles that I just needed to restock on the shelves. One of my fall candles, I am still waiting for one of the fragrances I want to mix into it, so I didn't finish that one. But otherwise, we're good to go with inventory that I need to make for product photography, which is happening on Monday for my candle like fall collection. Tomorrow I'm going to focus on sewing the sample products of the rest of the pouches and other hand sewn goods. I think I'm going to go have like a pumpkin like brioche, I think is what it is. I got it from Trader Joe's. I've been very deep into the pumpkin flavored things and apple flavored things. I got the crisp apple Olipop and I've been like non-stop drinking that. Actually ran out, so that's really sad. Then I got like this pumpkin brioche from Trader Joe's and it's like delish. I also got hand soap from Mrs. Meyer's that's apple, like spiced apple or something, and it made me think about potentially expanding into things like soap and other like body products, because that kind of goes along with the whole like home goods theme of my brand. It would be so simple to add on too, because I can use my fragrances since they're all safe for really any sort of like body product, and you can have like your favorite candle in a hand soap form or in a bar soap form. I know bar soaps get like a little tricky with like you need to perfect the science of making it and all that stuff, but something like hand soap or hand sanitizer or a perfume, that is really just similar to candles. You mix certain ratios of things together and that's it. So I don't know, that might be the next move for what I want to do.